you throw on Winnebago?
Yes. Yep, we troll the mud a lot. Winnebago is a very shallow lake. It's only 21 feet at the most. And it's 10 miles wide, 30 miles long. We have a river system that flows from the Wolf River and flows north. That's one of two rivers in the northern hemisphere that goes north. From Oshkosh to Green Bay, it's 168 feet drop. That's how it gets to Lake Michigan. You can, a lot of people, a lot of pros do not like coming to Winnebago. There's too many ways to fish that lake, it's so big. You have the weed bite, you can go and jig in the weeds, that's fun. If you want to do that, make sure you're using a power pole or a braided line. Because when you set that hook on that fish, it's going to be like a weed cutter. Because that fish is running, you're trying to bring them up. You're only in 2-3 feet of water. Last year, I introduced my son that we're in a tournament, and I said, we're going to start all trolling out in the mud. We might get an early bite. We ain't got nothing. So I said, okay, let's fly over to the shoreline. I saw some guys doing this yesterday. I think there's some fish in the weeds. So we get set up, I do my first cast, get the net. What? I said, I got one on already. He said, what? He says, okay, I'm using a leech and an 1/8 ounce jig, pitching it in between the weeds. We ended up, I think, in like 10th place that day, catching fish right out of the shallow water there. The reason why those walleyes are in that weeds, they're chasing carp. Carp are stirring up that whole thing, and all the bugs and leeches are bouncing off the bottom, so they're actually in there feeding, which is what they're doing. It can be a fun thing, and also it's brutal, just dipping, and also when you see your line start going like this, then you rip the hook on it. Slip bobbing is fun in Winnebago. That was an old tactic years ago. It's coming back, I believe, in cycles, so whatever you used 20 years ago, it's going to work again too. Trolling all the shorelines, casting, that works. We have reefs out there, we call them. You're trolling on that, slippering on them, jigging on them. The mud troll, which I like doing, we can run a lot of lines. That's open water trolling to me. So our biggest walleye, I think, on Winnebago has been 9 pounds. And that's very far and few in between. That's a big fish. Biggest walleye I've caught is, I've had 2 32 inchers, both on Lake Erie, both back in the water swimming. So I get a lot of hate mail for cleaning fish. I'm sorry, this is the way I learned how to clean fish. I said, I don't have a Bubba knife. They said, oh, you gotta, it's unbelievable, this stuff goes. But yeah, if you just follow me on Facebook, use the heart button. Never use the thumbs up. If you use the heart and share it, it changes my algorithms on my pages big time. It's just crazy. So, otherwise, this is pretty much it. Go ahead.
Do you fish leech lake mud?
I've been there once. Yeah. I actually got the fish with Al Linder up at Vermilion Lake. I had him in the boat because my friend was a very good friend. He owned HT Enterprises, so they were working together on HT products and breaking into the ice fishing industry up there. Super nice guy. You know, it's just like talking to you guys. It was awesome to pick his brain on certain things and how he looks at a lake, how he presents himself. He's more of a bass than a walleye guy, but the history that him and his brother had years ago, how they came from Chicago to move up to Minnesota, and that's where they took off up there. So, anything else?
You fish at Green Bay. Troll.
Yes, troll a lot up there. Flicker minnows, flicker shads work great. I use my number 5 wasps. A couple of years ago, we found out this, they were laying right in the mud. I'm running a 2-ounce drop weight, 50 feet, then 50 feet again. I'm only in 32 feet of water. Pull up the bait, it's full of mud. So we keep on doing it, and all of a sudden, boom, it just bounced right back. These walleyes were actually chasing my bait in the mud because it was stirring it up. You know, so don't be afraid to try something different, you know. I've actually caught a walleye on string cheese, those little shoestring ones. Just for a toy, I'm gonna put the, oh my God, the board went back and it's on a piece of string cheese. So it must be a Wisconsin walleye, I said, you know. Yeah. So you know why fish are so smart? They swim in schools. What the walleye say when you hit the brick wall?
Damn.
Damn. You know what fishing's all about then, right?
Yeah.
One jerk waiting for another jerk. All right, well, that's pretty much all I got. I got all my stuff over there if you want to take a look at it and check it out. I'm in the far room over that way. Yeah, so. All right, we'll get all our stuff together here and hope to see you over there. Thank you for.